Alrighty, welcome to the next game. Playing the yellow Terran, LsP Zag playing the blue Zerg. Can't see his name, but it's okay, let me just... I forgot the name. DiscoDance. So, we have another game right now. It's the second game today, and yeah, I'm glad we are back, guys. It's really fun, of course, and of course the sound settings still might not be the best, but because I forgot to check. So, I mean, I know I was checking the first game, and there the sound seems to be alright, but I forgot the... since then I just made some modifications, and then I forgot the original ones, so I'm not sure. I will have to now really remember if everything is fine now. I just have to remember what the settings are. Anyway, so yeah, we are back and we have a TVZ, and yeah, it's nice because the first game, Viper and Leto were playing. Leto is Locker, that's his name. They were playing, and then it was a TVZ, and as a second game we also have a TVZ where DiscoDance is opening up with Choke, of course, as a Zerg, and Zek is opening up with 2 Rex here, so kind of standard game from both sides. And of course this Overlord was checking the middle of the base to see any proxy gateways and so on. But he saw the probe, so of course he knows that Zach will probably be in this base next to him. And he's completely fine with 2 hatcheries. He doesn't have to focus on like 6-lings or sending... but anyway, he seems to be making 6-lings. But yeah, actually he doesn't really need that, because against a Terran you are completely fine to just use drones to kill the Marines or anything threatening you. Against a Protoss it's advisable to make 6-lings in case they are going for a proxy, or they are next to you basically, and then sending the first 2 Zealots. Then you need the 6-lings to protect the choke. But yeah, right now these firstlings actually have a good time here. They were able to enter the base as Zach didn't have any defense at the entrance, and right now he will need to pull the SCVs to be able to save the Marines, and that was a good save. So he managed to save at least these three Marines, and then right now he really has to micro those Marines to survive this quick push by our Zerg player here, who is now retreating and then collecting all his lings. He seems to be stopping the lings, and then now he's rather producing drones, of course, and goes for the fast gas. He can go for like fast Mutalisks, or but most probably he will go for fast defilers. Mutalisks can be also a good option, as Zek is next to him, right next to him, and then he can just quickly fly inside the base, kill some SCVs, make some harassment. But in a ZVT on fastest map, lurkers are a better option. Alright, so the game is now stabilizing, and Zach is adding an extra command center. He's just pumping some more Marines. He cannot be sure what DiscoDance is going for. But once he has his scanner, he can just check the main to see if he's going for like a quick hive and then Guardians or Defiler, or just a lair with hydrogen. So there goes the hydrogen, and right now he's also able to scan with this SCV. You will die, man, you will die. Alright, one drone is down, and the SCV also dies, so no more intel is available for Zach, who starts the factory and continues with some medics and marines. So this choke is now pushed outside, which is not. So it's like it's not a bad thing to do. Of course, it can really block the Terran, especially it can block medics and marines, but it's also a bit dangerous as Terran can just simply go ahead and then skip it, go for like drops, and then just simply drop units right here and then just surprise the other player. So yeah, and Zach is going for like a double starport, which is interesting. He will either be going for a drop as DiscoDance is next to him, and then it's easier to of course get inside his base from here. Or he can try going for like some raids. He can make like 6 raids with Cloak, try to kill the overlords and then kill some drones. That's also an option. Okay, so he's going for drops. I have a feeling about that. We'll see. And now, right now, DiscoDance is expanding with the choke, getting some more Sunkens. Also getting a Spire right here. This will be a Queen's Nest, and then he will go for Guardians. The only thing, yeah, right. This engineering bay is a bit late. That's what I wanted to say. That if DiscoDance went for Lurkers, then Zach would be in a bit of a trouble because he can only rely on the scanner, and then it's like. Once you run out of energy, then it's a bit problematic to stop those lurkers. So right now he's attacking out with the tank, and it seems that this is also a nice thing. What you can do is like you are acting to be attacking. You know, you can just send a tank, a few marines, and in the background you can just collect the remaining army, put everything inside dropships, and then just drop in the base, because the Zork player is in the belief that probably Terran is trying to come out, trying to attack. He's trying to clear the choke, so he's focusing his units up here, and then that's why he's not keeping units down here, because he's not expecting a drop as the Terran is trying to attack out. So lurkers are not prepared. That's a lot of lurkers. And he still doesn't have a... He's making vessels right now, so he's a bit late. But still will be perfectly fine for him. So by the time lurkers are ready, vessels will be available too. So lurkers are not coming, and vessels... that was my bad. I was expecting vessels, but he just prepared some dropships. And right now these lurkers are on the attack, they are moving towards the tank, so of course he doesn't have any detection, and it's really bad for him as he will lose all these marines here, and he can also proceed with the remaining lurkers. So right now Zach's only option is the scan. He really needs to scan, otherwise scan goes down, he's able to shoot the lurkers, but as DiscoDance had too many, of course he wasn't able to stop the attack, just was able to prevent it from progressing. But right now this drop is off, and lots of marines are unloaded, this team is off, and medics are also on the job, healing those marines. Also the lurkers are going down, so this is a bit tight for both players, they really have to pay attention. But it seems that DiscoDance just got stopped there for a moment, he was most probably dealing with this attack, and he just borrowed the lurkers a bit late. Alright, so basically both attacks were cleared. Zach lost the marines, and DiscoDance lost the lurkers. But of course this attack was beneficial for Zack. He really came out good. This was better for him. And right now he's dropping some more units. Two dropships are arriving at the base, unloading some units. He's also trying to attack with the fire bat. Let's see if he manages to catch. Yeah, he managed to kill all those drones right there. Only one survived. This was done very nicely, but of course now he has to deal with these Mutalisks as well. Alright, he's now waiting for the Guardian upgrade, and he will use, of course, these Mutalisks to get some Guardians and then go for the Marines. The only problem here is that Zack doesn't really have medics with him, so these Marines will die quite easily. So one dropship is also entering the base right now. The Mutalisks are sent, the tank is unloaded, and this drop did not get any kills for him. Alright, so right now he's trying to check how many Marines are there, whether he can use the Guardians, the Mutalisks right away to attack, but he's patient and he's doing a good job by just waiting for the gas and then to be able to create more create the Guardians. But right now this drop, DiscoDance didn't have Burrow available for him, so he lost a lot of drones to this irradiates. And right now he's a bit behind regarding resources. His macro is of course a bit low. He's not really able to get the Guardians, so he's not trying to attack and get some time. He's moving on with the Lurkers, he's moving on with the Mitas, and he really has to buy some time to get back drones. Right, so right now these Mitas are on the hunt for the vessels. He really wants to get rid of those at least, because then he can continue building up drones. 1-1 upgrades for the Marines and no upgrades available for the Zerg. Also no upgrades on the Mutalisks. And right now these drops are now going up and basically going through the map just to trying to skip the defense and surprise. So this is rather just a surprise, as Blue won't really be expecting any drops from that part of the map. Scourge are also prepared right here, and as you can see he's sending all the Scourge to this area or location of the map. Alright, the drop comes now, and let's see if he... Most probably he will try to go for the main and get rid of the main. That's his chance of finishing the game fast. So this unload was a bit slow. The Scourge almost managed to connect, but he was able to actually unload all these units right here. So this is a bit of a problem for DiscoDance. He doesn't really have anything. Yeah, that's it. GG.